Hello everyone, welcome to JDMS Global. This is the bonus program that goes along with the previous program, How to Make Money Work for You. In this program, we're going to talk about success. Now, relax, grab yourself a pen, a notebook, take some notes, and just breathe deep for a few moments and focus. So the steps for success. There are 17 principles to achieving success. The first of which is called definite of purpose. But first I want you to forget all your problems. Relax and have a pen and paper ready and take a few moments to write down what you decide most of what you want. What you decide most of what you want in your entire lifetime. Yes, this has to be written down for you and you only. I will give you a few moments. Psychologists have discovered a natural law which is the very foundation of all personal success. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. This says nothing about the need for education. If you want evidence of this, just remember that Thomas A. Edison conceived the idea of becoming an inventor and lived to become the world's greatest scientist in the field of invention with only 3 months of common school education. We are all blessed with spiritual forces. I'll explain this in the simplest terms and regardless of how many times we have failed in life. The philosophy of success, we all have a power that we'll never knew we had, is under your control. Greater than lack of education and all the fears and superstitions combined. It is the power to take the station of your own mind and direct it to whatever ends you may desire. It is true that whatever your mind feeds upon, your mind attracts to you. It can also attract undesirable circumstances if you let it. Now you see that it is important that recognize all the success begins with definite of purpose. It is a clear picture in your mind of what you want in life. We are all born with 2 sealed envelopes. Now these are examples. We are all born with 2 sealed envelopes. One that is positive and one that is negative. The one envelope that contains positive has a list in it that states the following list of blessings. In the positive, we have sound health, peace of mind, a labor of love of your own choice, freedom from fear and worry, a positive mental attitude, and material riches of your own choice and quantity. The envelope with the negative contains these following: ill health, fear and worry, indecision and doubt, frustration and discouragement throughout life, poverty and want, and a whole lot of evil consisting of envy, greed, jealousy, anger, hatred, and superstition. If you neglect the positive list in the envelope, all the negative lists will follow you through life. I'm here to help you open the positive list. So, for starters, get yourself a small pocket-sized notebook or even just a loose-leaf notebook. On page 1, write down your description of your major desire in life, which you will be willing to accept as your idea of success. Remember, before you start writing, that your only limitations are the ones that you set up in your own mind or permit others to set up for you. Now, on page 2 of your notebook, describe precisely what you intend to give in return of that desire in life. Memorize both of these statements. Repeat them at least a dozen times daily. Express these statements sincerely. The second principle of success is the mastermind principle. Surround yourself with people who have similar desires and who are positive in your life. Wife, husband, brother, friends, whichever. You can borrow the wisdom, ideas, philosophies, and positive attitudes from them, which will give you absolute protection from failure. The Declaration of Independence, for example, was done with a group of people with similar ideas. Ford Motor Company was formed between the mastermind of Henry Ford and his wife. Henry Ford was shy and lacked confidence in the beginning. It was Mrs. Ford who inspired Henry Ford with the faith and the courage to go ahead with his horseless carriage. His neighbor and others laughed as they described it as nothing but a contraption. Now, look at what that contraption turned into. Let's take some time now and do these 3 things. First, decide what you would be doing and where you would wish to be during these 3 years. Second, decide how much money you would be making and what you would be doing to earn it. Third, surround yourself with a mastermind. Positive friends, your wife, husband, brother, etc., from who you can trust and whom will support your desires. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Everything, including your own personal success, has a price that must be paid. And the only price you have to pay at the present is the effort to do these 3 simple things. Remember, this important factor with this, control your mental attitude and make yourself friendly and real with whom you are closely associated with if you expect full cooperation in return. A negative mental attitude will bring you nothing but failure. Your mental attitude is your one and only thing in which you have complete control. I'm going to say this again. Your mental attitude is your one and only thing in which you have complete control. Success is something that has to be planned, and success is something which has to be earned in advance. Success in the higher brackets of achievement can only be had by taking others with you. Success is the knowledge to get whatever you want in life without violating the rights of others and by helping others to acquire it. Remember that your only limitation is the one you set up in your own mind. The next step to success is going the extra mile. There's a formula that you can follow called the QQMA formula, which means the quality of service you render plus the quantity of service you render plus the mental attitude to which you render service. This will determine the common coin to which you will be rewarded. This will place you in a position to write your own ticket and excel you in your line of work or your endeavors. I'm sure every one of you have gone through very hard times at some point in your life. For example, kissing the curb, getting back up, changing careers, etc. These things are difficult challenges. When we are down and out on ourselves and place worry on ourselves constantly, these are some of the negative things that will bring you down. You can't get back up because you constantly have these worries and doubts and things like that. If we think positive in our lives, if we just get back up, failure is always going to be there. We need to get back up. We need to find that positive mental attitude. By doing this, life becomes much easier. So let's think about some of these things that we write down in our notebook. For instance, an example would be like for me, I write down levels of success that I want in my life. I read them to myself at least 3 times a day. And I read them out loud to myself. And this goes on every day. 3 times I read this out loud every day. And it gets instilled in your mind. Your mind is a powerful, powerful organ. It takes in so much information day after day after day. We need to take in the information for success day after day after day. And like I said before, failure is inevitable, and we need to get back up on our feet, think of success, and go forward in life with the positive mental attitude. This concludes the bonus section of how to make money work for you. And this program is how to gain success in your life and have the mindset of a positive mental attitude. Please like and share this program with whomever you like. Also, you can refer back to this program at any time. And I want to thank you for joining me at JDMS Global. Until next time, God bless.